Excited. I think, obviously our goal of reaching the playoffs last year we accomplished, but now, we want to be a championship contender. I think we're putting in the pieces to be able to do that, hopefully add some free agents, and you can just feel the excitement in the whole organization and in the city, our fans. So honestly, I can't wait to get back out there. I wish we had a game tomorrow, honestly.
Yeah. Just 2 seasons ago, the Indiana Fever were at the bottom with only 5 wins. But now, with Caitlin Clark leading the charge, the team's revamped front office has made bold moves to change the franchise's trajectory. With Clark demanding, star power, the Fever are positioning themselves for future success.
Quick thoughts on the $80 million Fever facility and Stephanie White being like, we're going to be aggressive in free agency, and massive names who are available. And I think, this is my bold prediction, the Indiana Fever are going to be playing for the WNBA title next year. Wow. They have their cornerstone pieces under rookie contract.
The Indiana Fever have set the WNBA on fire with a groundbreaking move, securing 3 superstar players. This isn't just a minor roster tweak, it's a full-blown transformation, pushing the Fever into serious championship contention. With the strategic addition of key players like Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and the potential inclusion of All-Star Sato Sabali, the Fever are sending a strong message to the league. Their roster overhaul is sparking conversations around the WNBA, and the stakes have never been higher. Stay tuned as Indiana's new look squad takes shape.
There are big-name veteran pieces that the Fever have money to go get to put them in position to be playing for a WNBA title. That's my bold prediction.
2 seasons ago, the Indiana Fever struggled with only 5 wins, a sign of their place at the bottom of the WNBA. But things took a dramatic turn as the team made strategic moves that began reshaping their future. These changes were highlighted by bold acquisitions and a revamped roster that set the Fever on a path to compete at a higher level. With a new vision and star talent like Caitlin Clark, the team has been eyeing a major resurgence in the league. The transformation is setting the stage for what could be a new era for the Fever.
We felt this way to begin with, that the Fever were going to be a destination because you have Caitlin Clark, you have Aaliyah Boston, and you have a really, really young team. And I think now with Steph White, who is hands down one of the best coaches in the league, and we saw that with Connecticut, even though they fell a little bit short, I think that, this is going to be big.
The Fever's revival began when they selected Aaliyah Boston first overall in 2023, but their struggles continued, finishing with a 13-27 record. However, their fortunes shifted again when they landed the top pick in 2024 and drafted Caitlin Clark. Clark made an instant impact, averaging 19.2 points per game and breaking 62 records in her rookie season. With these 2 stars, the Fever have a strong foundation, but they still need to build around them for future success.
Are you in a position where you can add some pieces?
Yes, we are. We're definitely in a position, and I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play with her.
With the Fever's core players, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull, gelling together, the team's identity shifted dramatically. Their chemistry turned Indiana into a much tougher opponent, one that no longer offered an easy win. Their determination paid off last season as they went 20-20, securing their first playoff spot in nearly a decade. This was a huge step forward, but for Caitlin Clark, it was just the beginning. She recognized the Fever's potential to not only be competitive, but to push toward greatness.
I see a lot of players wanting to go, in this offseason, a lot of players are going to want to go to the Fever.
Caitlin Clark made it crystal clear. Indiana needed to strengthen its roster. The new leadership team, President Kelly Koff and GM Amber Cox, didn't just nod in agreement, they acted fast. As the Fever entered the offseason, they focused on 4 major goals. The first priority was securing Kelsey Mitchell, the team's top scorer, who averaged 19.2 points per game and was the driving force behind Indiana's offense. Next, they turned their attention to versatile wings, players who could not only stretch the floor, but also defend multiple positions, helping ease the scoring burden for both Clark and Mitchell. Third on the list was reinforcing the forward spot with players who could bring size, defensive grit, and the ability to finish strong in transition. Finally, they sought a reliable backup guard to keep the offensive rhythm intact whenever Clark or Mitchell needed a break.